Welcome to the Michigan Runner Show. Join us each time as we explore the people, the places, and the events that shape our great sport.
Hi, I'm Scott Sullivan from Michigan Runner, and this is Ron Gunn, a son of a gun who shot off the history of Michigan trail running, including the 12th annual Sandhill Crane All-Trail Half Marathon, 10K and 5K today in Dr. T.K. Lawless, Cass County Park. Ron, congratulations on a great race today.
Yeah, thank you. We're really happy. The weather was cooperated and everybody found their way.
Beautiful, beautiful course, and that's not to be taken for granted on a trail run like this. It winds through the beautiful trails. I'm hearing a lot of praise for the course.
I think it's wonderful. It's a real gem in Michigan in terms of the layout and the fact that we can have a non-repeat half marathon.
Yes. I'm thinking historically, was it the Steve's Run that was kind of the first one you did? See, that's 40 plus years ago, isn't it?
Yeah, that was. And that was, I called a road and trail race because we went off the road onto the trails.
You had hay bales and rocks and rock walls and stuff?
Logs.
Okay.
And I called it the road and trail race, original and genuine. Nobody challenged it, so.
Well, that makes it yours. You get the claim on it. And through the years, what do you look for in a course that, engages runners?
You want them to just have a wonderful time in the environment, in nature, and, get away from all the razzmatazz and the curb and gutter cakewalk type stuff. Now, when you get onto a challenging course.
When you were coaching Southwest Michigan teams, did you take some of the young men out here and maybe women too to train on this course?
I think that was one of our strengths. We won several national championships. I think part of it was because of our training venues. And like twice a week, we'd come to a special park. We'd go over your area too. We went up to the dunes. We come out here. We go to a rust forest. We just tried to get on as many trails and as many venues as possible in nature.
Well, my area Ron is referring specifically to is Saugatuck, where, sort of learning from Ron's example, as have many of us throughout Michigan and in the Midwest, is a trail run that goes up Mount Baldhead. It's called the Mount Baldhead Challenge, the first Saturday after Labor Day every summer, and it goes up 302 steps to the top of a big sand dune and has some big sweeping lake vistas, and we run on the lake shore, and, there's so many beautiful places in Michigan with different things to visit that if you want to do trail runs, you have beautiful diversity and excitement and variety and just a lot of fun. And this certainly is a course that does that. What kind of highlights are there?
On this course, well, obviously we have vertical visual breaks, which I call hills.
Yes.
And we have 7 bridge crossings, and we have 4 ponds or small lakes, and we have the cornfield I love. We actually cut through a cornfield. They mow it for us, beat it down, and I just think it's really a unique odyssey of all kinds of natural things.
So what about rattlesnakes? You warn the runners before each of the runs that they may encounter a few rattlers. Are there some like Michigan Massagoa rattlers actually out here?
Well, there are, yes. And I actually have a race over at the Ed Lowe property where it's a study for the Massaca, and they put 1,000 of those in there. But I just say it just to kind of make them be a little frightened and make it more of a challenge. But I've never seen one here, but I've seen them over down the road a little bit.
What about Sandhill Cranes?
Sandhill Crane.
That's the race.
Right, I love it. And when I came out here over 12 years ago to propose this race to Scott Wyman, the parks director, who's very supportive, what do you want to call this race? And I said Sandhill Crane because I just love the Sandhill Cranes. And the first time I came out here, I thought a woman was being stabbed to death out in a boat on the lake, and it was a Sandhill Crane.
They have this ungainly grace.
Yeah, I know.
When they fly. It's unbelievable to watch.
So when Scott rode the course on the Gator, he came to this open field before they go down to the Scout Bridge. There's a bunch of Sandhill Cranes out there. He said, "Well, Ron, that's a good omen. You can have your race."
You've got your race now. Well, Scott was about everywhere today, including taking kids on hay rides before. Yeah. I think this is the first year you've done the kids fun run.
Right. We've done it in the past, but
okay.
We jazzed it up a little bit this year and went down the trail. Kind of freaked out some runners coming the other way, but it worked out good.
Well, it was a lot of fun watching someone who's been through a few trail runs introducing some youngsters to maybe their first of many to come.
I say cross country, there's no bench in that great sport, and it's wonderful to introduce kids to this type of sport.
Well, and a lot of thanks to our Dowagiac Rotary volunteers as well.
Rotary Club, #1 club, service club in Dowagiac by far. And got a lot of great people, including Mark Herman, who's helping us film. He's now a local judge. In fact, we had a lot of community leaders out here, including the county prosecutor, the sheriff, and we had all kinds of, the librarian, and it's just a wonderful club.
It's a great community event, and you're drawing runners from throughout Michiana to have a fantastic time here showcasing this beautiful park. Congratulations on the 12th annual.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ron.
Appreciate the Michigan Runner and all you guys. You guys made me famous.
Hey, you made us famous.
I'll never forget when I was named Michigan Runner of the Year.
He was.
Holy cow.
He was.
I got to go to a Piston game, sit on the bench.
Hey, life's good.